Peace and love, y'all. Sister Nzinga from Flowing and Growing with Sister Nzinga. What's happening, y'all? Well, thank you for responding to my video, my last week's video. I appreciate. I like to say I appreciate love everyone who gave the input, those that watched and shared. Um, so here I am again, sharing and caring. So thank you to those subscribers, those who check the notification button, and all those other good things to kind of keep this channel going. So let's keep rolling on. Let's keep rolling along, y'all. So there was some really nice advice that was comments that was made to some suggestions of some things that we could talk about and have issue on here, and and one of the things I want to that was really nice. It was asking what. So how do you really start to make a change in your life? Make a change or try to like, get off of the system. You know, it's not easy because the system really has you because you really have to admit that you are being controlled by someone else. And we all were. We all were, but some people are able to start thinking for themselves. That my little motto is think it ain't illegal yet. And so once you get to that point that when you start seeing the system for what it really is, then you start saying, well, okay, I'm not going to do that. And one of the ways that you have to do is, and I know that you make your own money and you can buy what you want with your own money, but you have to stop supporting the system. See, they rely on us. They know they don't even market things to us anymore because they know that we are the biggest consumers and we're going to buy it because we want to have that look. We want to have that certain brand on. We want to have that feeling of belonging to whatever is. I don't know. Belong to the system. I don't think so, but there's something that makes you want to just go and spend your money towards getting you a certain bag, certain style bag, or certain kind of eyeglasses. Whenever like as the wind blows, these fashions and different things change, and every time they change, a lot of us are just flowing right with it. Not knowing that that you're being controlled because whenever they say it's blue, you go on the blue. Whenever they say it's green, you go on green. And people say, "Oh, I'm just doing it because I like it." You may really like it, but you have to have some control and not being able to and say, "Is this a priority in my life?" I don't have to have the latest phone because especially with iPhone. I'm sorry, but they be ripping people off with the iPhone because every 6 or 8 months, so they don't even give you a year. They coming out with a new iPhone, and every time they get a new iPhone, they got you on this plan thinking that you really doing something. When they say that you pay whatever this amount of money is, I don't even know what it is, and you get a new phone every time a new phone comes out, but you got to give them that old phone. And there's not much difference. All they're doing is they're taking that phone and little components in it, and they really be selling that phone for way more than the value that you're getting. That's for sure. Because you have to finish paying that phone off. I don't know the details, but I know it's a gimmick, and it's about the most important way to be able to get out of control of the system is to be able to put your money in your pocket. Just whenever you cannot fly with the wind every time the wind blows, and when it comes to fashion, when it comes to style, when it comes to whatever, then you have to be able to be mindful. Okay, is that important for me? And then you have to look at things and when you're making a decision, you have to look at things that will function. So it's a matter of the thing functioning, not the way whose name is on it, who does it faster, who does it slower. I mean, depending on what it is, you may want to have a certain, you don't want to be sluggish, you don't want to get into something in 3G, type phone. But that's you want to keep your money in your pocket. You want to keep your money in your pocket. So if it comes to, let's say you need maybe a new table, um, or it's a picture frame, you know, don't just go straight to the mall to buy it. Go to Goodwill. Go to the Goodwill. They have so much new stuff and used stuff that still is valuable, and you can get so many things there. So these are kind of mindful things. So the most important part is the first thing to do is to start controlling your finances, and stop spending money on stop just frivolously spending your money. Like even if you got cable, you got this, the that. Just go get you a one of those little boxes that they have that they put all those free things on there, or get you a fire stick or whatever, and just do that instead of paying like $200 a month. That's crazy to be paying $100 or $200 a month just to watch TV. So, this is the kind of things y'all think it ain't illegal yet. So that the financial part is the most important thing. So cut back on eating out and fixing your own food. Cut back on things that you don't need, such as like I said, the cable bill. You don't have to have the latest phone. When a new phone comes out, you don't have to get it. And start buying used items. And then if you have a lot of stuff around the house, sell the things that you're no longer using, because we all got stuff that we are no longer using but still has value, and that's why we hold on to it. So I just want to tell you that the most important part, the first step to move, is the financial aspect. Start controlling your money. You want to be the one who's controlling your money. You want to be the one who's making decisions about certain things. So that's the first thing. I just want to just emphasize that. I'm not going to get deep on a couple other things. I'll take a little bit at a time and keep us moving forward on this emancipating ourselves from mental slavery. God loves you.